While you're driving, ice builds up on your wipers and they no longer clean the windshield. What should you do? Stop safely and fix the problem. Containerized loads. Are typically used for freight carried partway by rail or ship. If you cannot avoid driving through deep puddles or flowing water, which of the following can help keep your brakes working? Gently apply the brakes while driving through the water. How does bleeding tar affect the road surface and driving conditions? It makes the road slippery. Converter dollies built on or after March 1, 1998 are required to have anti-lock brakes. These dollies will have a yellow malfunction lamp on the left side of the dolly. How does the height of a vehicle's center of gravity affect safe handling? Trucks with a high center of gravity can roll over at the posted speed limit for a curve. Bridge formulas specify less maximum axle weight for axles that are close together. In Illinois, if you are convicted of driving a CMV under the influence of alcohol, DUI, and this was at least a 1-year suspension of your CDL. A key principle to remember about loading cargo is to keep the load balanced in the cargo area. How many reflective warning triangles must you carry with you for emergencies? 3. If you are driving a long distance, you should stop often and take short breaks before you feel really drowsy or tired. How do you test hydraulic brakes for leaks? Pump the brake pedal 3 times. Then apply firm pressure to the pedal and hold it for 5 seconds. The pedal should not move. Before transporting a sealed load, you must check that the load is properly secured. How long does it take a typical tractor trailer to clear a single railroad track? A double railroad track? It takes 14 seconds to clear a single track and more than 15 seconds to clear a double track. If you have been drinking alcohol, then before you drive, you should wait for it to wear off. For your safety, when setting out reflective triangles, you should hold the triangles between yourself and oncoming traffic. If you are being tailgated, you should increase your following distance. According to the Illinois Commercial Driver's License Study Guide, why should you limit the use of your horn? It can startle other drivers. You are driving a heavy vehicle on a highway, and you plan to exit onto an off-ramp that curves downhill. You should slow down to a safe speed before taking the curve. Dry bulk and hanging meat cargoes are unstable loads. As your blood alcohol concentration, BAC, rises, what happens? You can sober up in less time. Hydroplaning is more likely when the tire pressures are low. A vehicle is loaded with most of the weight on the steering axle. What may result? Hard steering and possible damage to the tires. Your GPS device should be designed for truck navigation. Brake fade can be caused by the brakes becoming too hot. A driver's logbook must be shown immediately if an officer requests it. Can federal inspectors inspect your truck or bus? Yes, and they might place it out of service. Controlled braking involves keeping a vehicle in a straight line when braking. How far ahead should you look while driving? 12 to 15 seconds. Escape ramps are used to stop runaway vehicles. Blocking the cargo to keep it from shifting must be done. At the front, back, or sides of a piece of cargo. If the vehicle in front of you is smaller than yours, it can probably stop faster than you. Heavy vehicles must sometimes travel more slowly than other traffic. Which of these is not a good rule to follow when you are driving such a vehicle? Signal other drivers when it is safe for them to pass you. High beams should be used when it is safe and legal to do so. If a straight vehicle, no trailer or articulation, goes into a front-wheel skid, it will go straight ahead even if the steering wheel is turned. During a pre-trip inspection, you discover an exhaust leak or power steering leak. You should report the problem and make arrangements to use another vehicle. If you have a heavy load that is slowing you down on an upgrade, you should shift into a lower gear. How far ahead should you be looking while driving in town? 1 block. How can you test the parking brake? Set the parking brake and pull forward gently. A car suddenly cuts in front of you. What should you not do? Honk and stay close behind the car. How do you correct a drive wheel acceleration skid? Stop accelerating. If you are found to have a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of 0.02%, you will be placed out of service for 24 hours. When you park your vehicle and shut off the engine, you should usually apply the parking brake. How can you avoid wet brake problems? Shift into a low gear, and gently Slow
How
down,
can you avoid
shift
wet
into a low gear, and gently apply the brake. If you do not have a CB radio, what is the first thing you should do at an accident scene? Protect the accident scene. All of the following behaviors are signs of aggressive driving except changing
all of
speeds
the following
frequently. Which of the following best describes how sleep debt can be paid off? It can only be paid off by sleeping. Cargo that can shift should have at least underscore tie downs.
2.
Convex curved mirrors. Show a wider area than flat mirrors. A major cause of fatal crashes is driving too fast for road conditions.